Hey, I'm buying one of those stupid things.
Oh, yeah.
Be like 2 degrees of separation, episode 93, take 1. And it's always one take, so let it rip, you know?
Not always. Not always.
Most of the time. You know.
Like that one time you weren't wearing pants and got up, and then we had to start all over again.
Hey. He said all over. From the very beginning.
I can't have a conversation with a guy with no pants on. Dude, shorts? Get out of here.
Get out of here. You know what? You know what's crazy? How much smack I've talked about this in the past?
Jeans, you're disgusting. I knew it before you even showed it.
Jeans? Flip-flops. Dude, suck. Dude, with socks.
All right. All right.
My best life. At this point, I don't even wear. I'm always wearing something when I'm inside the house. These are my inside flippy floppies, dude.
Dude, get shoes off of me.
They're always on me. That's weird to think about because I'm talking.
Hey.
I literally have something on my feet all day. I don't know.
Why?
I don't know.
Why?
I don't know.
You're gonna have flat feet by the time you're 60 and then not be able to walk, right?
Weird. What am I doing, dude?
Yeah. Those slippers have no support.
I'm making a mess.
Your foot arches are probably gone.
Oh no, they arch, dude. They're arched hard.
I don't believe it.
That's why I got jacked up feet. What do you mean? I don't even know where my flip just went.
No, it's the other way
there.
around. I'm pretty sure the more arch, the better for you. The less arch, the harder it is on the actual structure of your foot, and then your muscles have to compensate, and then it leads all the way up to your back. You got back problems?
No, I don't have back problems. No, I'm saying I got a
Yeah,
mad arch.
No,
I do.
Yeah, you do. You're a liar, dude. You're a liar.
But no, I got a mad arch in my foot. And that's why shoes are so atrocious for me, finding right shoes. And then I got the stupid wide feet, so shoes. Dude, dude, welcome to episode 93 at 2 degrees of separation. We are your hosts. My name is Eli.
My name's Jacob. Get the Shaquille O'Neal shoes, you know?
Yeah, dude, 100%.
They come with icy hot pads inside.
Icy hot. It's sick.
Buy my shoes.
No, no, shoes are absolutely atrocious for me to buy. I hate buying shoes so much. It is regular shoes. Dude, my feet stick out.
Just get Crocs.
At this point, I might as well.
They make enough versions of Crocs, dude. It's either Crocs or LaFleur's. That's all I wear.
You know what else is how do people buy shoes on the internet? How do people buy shoes on the internet?
You just do. That's where I buy them. I don't think I've bought a pair of shoes at a store in a decade.
But how do you know it's gonna fit you? Or you just flying by the seat of your pants?
Well, you have your feet covered every day, so you wouldn't know, but don't you know what your feet look like?
No, I'm saying because there's certain shoes, there's certain type of shoes where I could be, listen, your boy's got not the biggest feet in the world, I'm just saying. I'll be a size 10, and then certain shoes I'll be in a 9.5.
Well, that's why we live in this great golden age of the world called the golden age of the internet, actually.
Returning
and you
stuff?
you can look up, do such and such shoes come oversized?
Yeah, come big,
or small. Should I buy one up, one down? Or like any person would, look at the reviews and see what all the people say there. Because
Jacob's just proving
I don't buy a single thing online.
I'm a boomer
without
now.
looking
it's over.
5 different places for reviews.
I was going to buy new work shoes, right? And I was going to buy them online, but I was like, I don't trust myself to buy them online. So I went to Dick's to physically try a pair of these on my feet. Dude. Yeah. Or Academy? I can't remember. No, it was Dick's. Yeah.
Just get some Red Wings.
At this point, dude, I don't own actual boots, but they're tight.
Get a pair of Red Wings.
We have a Red Wings store here. Like just a Red Wings boot store.
That's all they are.
No, I'm saying like I didn't know they really did physical location. Like it's like in a tiny
Yeah,
strip mall.
that's
of
the
like
only
3,
place
4
I've gotten Red
businesses.
Wings.
That's tight. That's tight.
Shoes, dude.
Dude.
I gotta pay less. Whoa, dude.
Payless doesn't even exist anymore, do they?
I know. What in the 2025?
That's like saying you went to Sam Goody, dude. Or Radio
Dude,
Shack.
shout out Sam Goody. Whatever, Radio Shack's
Dude.
coming back.
No, it's not.
Look it up.
No, it's not.
Look it up.
What are they gonna do with Radio Shack?
The
What
Shack
Radio
is
Shack?
back.
There is
The
no
Shack
way.
is back, dude.
Hold up. There's
Radio
no-
Shack revival. Sick band
Radio
name.
Shack still exists. I thought they just were like defunct. They were gone. It was
No.
over.
Just because they left our hometown doesn't mean that they died.
No, they
Our
have
hometown's the thing that died.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's true. But no, at the mall here. Did I send you a picture of that? There is a door on the outside of the mall because, like, you know,
I feel like
obviously
you might have.
you can see the doors like that are going into businesses, like on the inside of the mall. That's like, you know, they were able to just directly go outside.
Yeah.
And one of the doors on the outside straight up says Radio Shack on it. Like
I saw Radio Shack in Moab, Utah when we were there.
I mean, that explains everything. Who's out there, dude? Radio
The Shack is back.
The Shack is back. That's crazy. Radio Shack comes back to CES 2025 under new ownership. What? Oh, they did. They totally went bankrupt in 2017. They did.
Oh, what are they, GameStop?
GameStop.
GameStop was literally defunct, and then they were like, let's buy $800 million worth of Bitcoin or whatever.
I mean, yeah, 100%. They were like,
we're gonna
"Let's keep it in
hodl,
the
dude.
game."
We're gonna be the hodlers.
100%. 100%. Shout out GameStop, but not really. Like, but kind of.
There's 2 GameStops near me.
Yeah, there's a couple out here. Oh. Then went to
Tough.
that one in Mississippi, bought iNinja for $30, and the sticker on it, the sticker below it was from GameStop still, and it was $6.99. So there, I mean, that's cool.
It's fine.
That's
fine.
cool.
It's fine.
That's cool. That's cool.
You know what's not cool?
What's not cool?
The Switch 2. You know what is cool though?
Jacob, what? What's cool? What, dude? What?
The Ally. The Microsoft Ally. And the Ally X.
Dude, listen. Of all the times for us to record on a Sunday, right? All the times we've recorded on Sundays, and then like the one Sunday we should have waited.
I thought about that. Yeah, I literally texted you after we got done, and the event was going on.
Dog.
Should we,
Dude,
record another part? Because,
dude,
I knew this was coming.
listen.
I knew this was coming.
Xbox's showcase this past week.
Well, don't hype it up too much because it did suck a little bit.
It didn't suck. Almost, I mean, I wouldn't say it sucked. Dang, dude. I mean, there's a couple reasons why I was let down. But, and all in all, tell me that,
suck.
dude, that the ad for it, right? It was out of my brain. I forgot that, like,
Oh,
this was
no, the
rumored.
second I saw this stupid glass thing hanging
Jacob
in the
goes,
air, I looked
"Rips."
back at Lindsay and I said, it's over. I said, it's happening. It's happening.
And like, dude, I forgot about it. And then like when he's holding the cube and then he pressed into it, I was like, they're really
Game
actually
over.
releasing a handheld. And then
Game over.
we talked about this thing a couple weeks back. When I say a couple weeks, it was probably a couple months at this point.
Them leaks. Ah! Ah!
Dude, it's over for Nintendo. It's over for Sony.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Wow!
I mean, like, it's so over. It's like,
Dude, the Switch poo.
listen. Even let's say, hypothetically, so the
40
Switch 2,
FPS in performance mode.
so-
30 FPS. 30 FPS non-performance mode. Docked.
barely 30. Barely, by the way. Certain areas
720p.
does not make it 30. Dude, so the Switch 2 is $500, $499, right?
I don't know what the Switch 2 is.
Dude, the Switch 2 is $499. Let's just say that the Ally, let's say it drops at $699. Let's say it does. The base version
The
of it.
Ally?
The Ally.
And the Ally X is the 1 terabyte.
The supercomputer in the palm of your hand.
That's the one we're after, baby. That's the only one that matters. That's the only one that matters. Dude. If you're an iPhone Plus user, you don't look at the regular iPhone and go, that's the one. No.
That's me buying my phone.
You go,
all of them are
this
pros,
could be
dude.
better.
And at this point, I'm going to be honest. Talking about that, right? I probably will not buy another pro version of my phone because
I've never and never will.
It's unnecessary.
But I'll buy a pro version of the Ally because it is necessary. It is necessary.
Let's say the base version is $699. Okay.
Buying it.
And this is what we have. Day one of this console dropping. Day one. You have access to thousands of games via
Game Pass, Steam.
No, wait.
GOG.
So Game Pass first. You have thousands, $15 a month or whatever it is, $20 a month. Thousands of games. Not only that, you now have access to brand new games. And instead of paying $80 to $90 for a new game. Don't forget
your subscription to Nintendo, whatever, too.
Oh, this stupid Nintendo subscription.
If you want DLCs, if you want maps for Mario Kart, hey, guess what?
Dude.
You want to play with friends? Guess what?
Guess what? Yeah. So $15 to $20 a month. Almost every single exclusive title to Xbox will be playable day one if you have Game Pass.
Heck yeah, baby.
Buying 2 new games on the Switch? Dude, you've paid for a year of Game Pass.
You pay for 2 years. Pay for 2 years.
Like, what is it, dude? And like, if you're into gaming, it just doesn't make sense to me. I mean, I get price point.
No, it totally does. If you like Pokemon, dude, if you like buying the same game.
No, and then
you can also get that on the Game Pass with Call of Duty. Easy peas.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, dude.
Guess what doesn't come with your Nintendo subscription? Free Mario Kart? Free Pokemon? You don't get that.
Free nothing.
You get emulators.
You get
3 years too late on the wrong console. Dude, that's what you get. That's what you get.
That's a fact. So this handheld, I think, is like, people have been talking about an Xbox handheld for all the way back to the original Xbox when the PSP dropped, dude. When the PSP dropped, people were like, "Why doesn't Xbox release a handheld?" So the fact that this thing literally boots with the Xbox app, like when it boots to the Xbox app, but through Windows. It is
they de-bloated Windows. They de-bloated it.
Yeah.
And they admitted that Windows is full of bloat.
Because it is.
In doing so.
Because it is. But so, you go straight to the Xbox app. If you want to get Game Pass, cool. You can do that. and you'll have thousands of games at your fingertips, new games that are dropping. But then to all of us PC nerds, like me, that I have not bought. Well, Kristen bought me my Switch. I have not bought myself a console since I bought this 360. That is the last console that I bought. That is the last one that I bought. This thing?
PS4.
This thing, dude? To all the people that have been just like accruing games on PC through Steam, through GOG, through the Epic Game Store, guess what? All of those games are going to be playable on the console. So the 1,200 games we have on Steam, dude, are all going to be playable on this hand. Like, what's the point anymore?
Well, to varying, performance, but...
Well, yeah.
Dude, you telling me I can play GTA 4? Handheld GTA 4? Handheld GTA 4? Handheld GTA 5? Handheld Red Dead Redemption? Handheld Cyberpunk?
Switch.
Probably. Well, yeah, I did play Red Dead Redemption on the Switch quite often.
An actual.
Now, can I get into the files on this Ally and mod my games through the Ally? Because
he's like, oh, dude.
I bet you can.
See, here's the thing. It's running Windows.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I bet you can.
You are gonna be able to.
Mama, we made it, dude. Mama, we made it.
There is no point. Unless you strictly want, like, not even strictly. I'm being honest, emulation is crazy.
I'll be honest, though. Listen, I'm going to give it a few weeks after it comes out to buy it.
Why?
That is I can even get my hands on it. Because I don't want to spend a dumpster of money on something that's going to be doo-doo. And if it's doo-doo, I don't want to find out for myself.
Here's the thing. It physically can't be because they already have the Ally. It already exists.
I mean, true. Yeah, the Ally is like the best one too, isn't it?
It already exists.
And the handles on this thing.
It being easily a controller?
The best. Did I not say this about it? Did I not say it was going to be like a 360 controller with a screen? I swear I did.
It rips, dude. Across the board. This thing?
Fable? You telling me I can play Fable? You know with Fable coming out, they're going to re-release probably 1, 2, and 3. Oh, dude, imagine.
Dude.
Put them on the Game Pass. 1, 2, and 3.
Dude. Dude.
Gears? Dude, Gears is coming out.
Gears is coming back?
You telling me I can play the new Oblivion on handheld?
Oh, no, you can't play that on PC. You're not playing it on handheld. Ain't no way.
Whatever. That's not true at all, dude. Well, that's not true at all anymore. It got updated. It's fine. Butter. Did you play it recently? Have you played it recently? Shut up. Get out of here. You're a liar. It doesn't matter. Get out of here.
He said, shut up.
Dude, we can play The Witcher. Not in doo-doo FPS.
Which one? You talking 3?
Yeah.
The Witcher 3?
Because isn't that also on the Switch?
Is The Witcher 3 on the Switch?
I'm pretty sure that if it isn't, you can play Witcher 3 portable.
He said, "Sick, add it to the list." Speaking of The Witcher, right?
Uncharted?
Dude.
Dishonored?
Dude,
ooh!
I didn't even realize, right? Dude, Microsoft is slapping Sony in the mouth.
Both of them! Microsoft tried to buy Nintendo a few years back, and Nintendo literally mocked them for it.
Dude.
And now, dude, Microsoft's like, guess what, PlayStation? We've got your games, and we're taking your console market.
They stacked the deck.
They were like, hey, you know all the console players you guys have been focusing on? Well, we got all the PC gamers, right? We got every single one of them. Oh, yeah, and all these 2 consoles that you just haven't sold the past few years, guess where everybody ended up? And now, all the games that these people have bought, guess what? We're going to let them play it wherever.
Dude,
And
Can
it's going
you
to be better
imagine?
tech than what both of you have.
That's
What
so
do you mean? Can I
disgusting.
imagine? It's
No.
happening. It's
Like,
literally happening.
What's so disgusting about it is the fact that like Microsoft goes, right? Microsoft is like, you guys made the fatal mistake of making a deal with Steam and putting your games on PC. Because guess what?
Oh, yeah. I said this earlier this year.
People are going to be able to walk around and play your games on our console wherever they want.
And guess what? They don't get a cut. They probably don't get a single. They might get a little penny. Little penny.
Dude, this thing's crazy. Like, I mean, this thing's crazy. Like, it's actually
I'm buying
nuts.
that Ally X.
It's
I'm buying
Dude.
that Ally X.
Dude, Jake, 100%. Dude, I'm telling you, by the end of the year...
It might be day one. It might be day one.
Like, end of the year, Jacob's gonna pop
I mean,
in.
we'll see. We'll see. The closer we get, we'll see more about it.
Yeah. That's true.
I'll wait for that D-brand skin.
There you go. You know they're gonna.
Dude. I'll get all the specs I need from that.
That's so
Dude, every
funny.
single one. You'll
Thinking
get the
about
whole
that.
list.
Dude,
all of its inner components, everything.
Dude, they just
They'll make a 3D. They'll make the X-ray version, the X-ray skin, and it just has all the hardware inside. And it's like, oh, okay.
Oh, all right. Got it. Talking about The Witcher 3, right? So CD Projekt Red, we talked about it last week.
Does it go into your Witcher?
So they showed off. They didn't, but Unreal showed off. Not Unreal. Epic showed off The Witcher 4. And we talked about that last week. If you want to see about that, go back and listen to last week's episode. The reason I'm bringing up The Witcher 3 is they're releasing a new DLC for The Witcher 3 next year.
Is it
DLC?
Yeah. Okay, but here's the thing with CDPR. They're also releasing DLC with Cyberpunk, but it's not an expansion. So I think it's also a Virtuos update because Virtuos is the one that's apparently working on the Cyberpunk 2.3 update. Virtuos just entered the industry and went, we'll make
got it.
That better.
We got it.
And just
hold up. We got it.
Go away for a little bit.
Yeah. Take a step back. We're good, dude. Like, I don't know. I'm excited. Like, a game that's 10 years old, dropping new content for something that's 10 years old? We're not talking a re-release of a game.
I mean,
we're talking...
Was The Witcher 3 made on the Red Engine?
It was.
So it's probably... I don't know.
Did you know when the TV show dropped for Netflix, they actually made a quest, the new people joining the team to work on The Witcher 4 got together with the original team, and they made a new quest line for The Witcher 3, and it's in the game now. And it's actually kind of tight. And you can get the
CDPR has always been like that.
That's
cool.
Yeah. So,
I just downloaded The Witcher 3 again. I'm gonna have to play it.
Dude. Good time.
But not until I see what Cyberpunk update's about.
When is it? Is it the end of this month or is it next month?
The 26th, I think.
Of this month?
So we're gonna be 10 days out, I think. Come tomorrow or the day this comes out.
Sick.
My mods are gonna break.
Yeah, they are.
I don't have that many actually. I have them all through Vortex.
He was like, it's fine. There's like 30 of them.
Dude,
not that many. People are like,
no, there's like 70.
Mods.
There's like 70. It's not
that many. Yeah,
I'll tell you what though.
Skyrim. What?
I recently adjusted my fan curves on my GPU.
I didn't even know that was a thing, by the way.
You can do it through MSI, and essentially, factory fans on your GPU typically don't focus on performance, but I think focus on like audibility.
Oh, audibility?
No, audibility. Yeah. So I went and looked up what I should set my fan curve to, and ever since I did, I'm like 5 degrees lower than I've ever been on everything. And because of that, your what is it? Dude, I don't know. Whatever. It runs better. Everything runs better.
Like
everything runs better.
I'm not gonna.
I can
I'm
do
not gonna
path tracing.
do it. Yeah, that's
I
insane.
can do path tracing.
Path
90
tracing.
frames in the city.
Dude.
I can do the path tracing.
I'm like, the reason I won't do it is because there is a fan.
You're a sissy.
No, there's a
Yeah,
fan
you're a sissy.
in my
you're
computer
a sissy.
that's going a tick, and I don't know which one it is, and I'm not taking my
It's your
time to
GPU
figure it
fan.
out.
It's
Which
your GPU
horrifying.
fan.
Don't say that because I do not want to buy a new GPU.
I've been there. No, you don't have to. You just have to do what I did and open it up yourself.
Oh,
like a man.
Oh, you open yours?
Oh yeah,
I don't remember.
I took those cables out. Took those. Don't you remember when I sent you the text and I said
new fans?
I put replacement fans.
Oh,
you just have to make sure you get the right ones.
That shouldn't be bad.
Or a screw could be stripped in there, and it's not
tight.
holding them in the bracket correctly, and then
But
they
here's
just.
the thing. Here's the thing. It'll just stop on its own.
Yeah, when it reaches a certain frequency because it's spinning fast enough to outdo the wobble, but over time it's just gonna get worse. What you can do is get fan control. Fan control?
Sick.
Is that what it is?
I don't know.
I don't know. Something like that. It'll detect all the fans on your computer.
Does it really?
Yeah, you can manually adjust it.
Interesting. Okay. I'm gonna have to do that.
Shout out J2 cents.
Talking about pretty much the last of like the video game stuff for this episode. The letdown from Xbox, the Xbox showcase for me was the fact that Fable still wasn't shown, but was mentioned. Phil Spencer did mention it.
Yep.
So that's not good enough, but Elder Scrolls 6, we got nothing. I
told you. The second I saw Elder Scrolls Online, I went,
they're not showing it.
I'm just gonna close out now because we ain't getting none of it, dude.
Dude, and what really killed me, right, is watching that final trailer, the final thing they showed. I was like, this is kind of tight, dude. I was like, what's going on here? What is this,
Halo?
Yeah, literally. Like, that's what I was like, I was like, Microsoft and Halo? Like, we doing this thing again? And then it was like, Jacob
and then
texted
they took
me,
the horse
dude,
and they ripped it to the ground, right? They ripped that horse to the ground, right? And Phil Spencer came out and said, give me the baseball bat.
Give me the stick.
Dude. Bam. Because they've been beating this dead horse for way too long, dude.
So what happens? In the middle of watching this trailer, Jacob goes, the numbers, Mason, what do they mean? And I was like,
dude,
there's no way they're announcing a new Call of Duty right now.
Don't you know?
Now we got Black Ops 7.
This is like right around Black Ops 2. They're like redoing the story or something like that. Or like Black Ops 2 to Black Ops 3 time period.
We just can't come up with any new ideas?
No!
They are literally just remaking all the old Call of Duties at this point. All of them.
Yeah, that's what they've been doing since Modern Warfare.
That's what I'm saying.
2019. Well, yeah, because it worked. So they were just like, oh, these suckers will buy anything. Hey,
well,
you know, man?
People still like Call of Duty.
The same way people still like Pokemon.
I say that, but Counter-Strike still rips 100%.
How do you still play Silent Hill and Resident Evil?
I'm a loser. At least I admit it. Oh, that was it. Nope, we're not done with video game news yet, because just out of nowhere, out of the bright blue sky for no reason in the middle of the week, Konami just says, "Oh, hey, guess what? Bloober is remaking Silent Hill 1."
Yeah.
What?
They were probably like, we can't show Silent Hill at an event Hideo Kojima's also like showcasing something, so
they don't even need an event at this point, because they just keep doing, Konami just keeps doing, like, they'll just be like, here's the what do they call it? The Silent Hill transmission or something like that? They call them transmissions. And
I don't know.
Silent Hill F? Rips, dude. I said we were gonna be done with game stuff, but we're not because we still got a big one. Silent Hill 1 is being remade. I'm excited. What's up?
I could do without it.
The remake?
But that's just me. That's just me.
I mean, 100%. But they have not only are they remaking old Silent Hill games, they have multiple new ones coming out at the same time.
That's not a good idea.
Yeah.
Hey,
but like Silent Hill.
you ever
F
seen
is gonna
Ubisoft?
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. Oh no, dude, don't, dude, don't.
Hey,
Hey.
you ever seen Bethesda?
The Call of Duty. They're doing the same thing.
Hey.
Sorry, that's all right. He's just gonna keep saying. Like,
hey, you know what happens when you work on a game for like 10 years? It turns into GTA. You know what happens when you work on 3 games over 4 years? They all suck. They all suck. They all suck.
And what's actually crazy to think about is the fact, like, especially the Call of Duty franchise, right? Is 3 teams. It's 3 teams. Infinity Ward, Sledgehammer, and
it
Treyarch.
should be 0 teams at this point.
Because a new Call of Duty comes out every year at this point, and it's the same dog water as the year before.
I have the greatest idea.
What?
We had Call of Duty Online. You remember Call of Duty Online, the Chinese Call of Duty? Now, if they just did that, right?
And just updated
now, if they just took the maps, yeah, because they're all in the same engine now anyway. So if they took the engine that they're currently in and just put all the guns, and you have to play or do challenges to unlock them, or you can buy blueprints through the store even. And then you have DLC packs, and you can buy different games map packs, and then when you buy those, you're in lobbies with other people who own them. Guess what? They make a ton of money. They can sell 3 maps per pack for like $5.
No.
They won't
make as much. Because you got people buying Call of Duty every year. You paying $60 every year.
Yeah, make it a one-time purchase for that game.
But then
they have to buy the DLC pack, the 3 map packs for $5, and they can add 3 new maps every couple months.
That's true.
And guess what? Everybody in the game goes, "Oh, here's $5. It's only 3. It's 3 maps. Whoa!" And they have zombies. Whoa. They have Warzone. They can do that with. They have multiplayer. They can add campaign DLCs and just make people buy those.
That's true. It is true.
And guess what? Now that I said all this, in a few years,
you're right. Can you imagine? He's like, we're gonna see it at this point. No,
if we do, where's my check,
dude? It's Activision. You're not seeing squat, dude. Oh, this is actually the last piece of video game news. Jacob brought this one up. Hideo Kojima did his own showcase. Hideo Kojima himself did his own showcase for specifically Death Stranding 2. And you can't tell me the technology for that game?
No, the technology's nuts.
Is insane.
But it has to be. Hear me out. It has to be because there's still nothing going on in the game. So the only way for people to go, "Whoa, this isn't the first one," is for things to change.
You mean to tell me?
A little bit.
Dog.
A little bit. Live earthquakes? Dude,
the map changes?
Deformation and whatnot?
It changes in real time.
All right, but hear me out.
Hold up.
None of the enemies were scripted either in Skyrim. And sure enough, yes, they were. Now, if you tell me that...
No, the dragons were unscripted. And you got
at any point, I'm going to be running around and things are going to just collapse at random times and not like because something caused it. That's scripted.
That's going to be scripted in the to the extent of like it's going to be RNG, right? That has to be scripted in there. It has to be. The randomness of it has to be.
Is going to be RNG though.
It better be, because otherwise, like, you imagine you play through the game more than once and like the same thing happens at the same spot. You're just gonna be like,
I bet there's at least 2 of those.
Oh yeah, there's probably gonna be a couple for sure, because there's gonna be some of it that like plays into the story, you know. So of course that's gonna be a thing. But what they showed was wild. They do have a lot of combat now.
They got Troy Baker.
They have Troy Baker. It's
And you know
definitely a
when
Hideo
Troy
Kojima
Baker's
game.
in it, it's gonna be good.
It's gonna rip.
Dude.
So here's the thing, right? There are going to be many games this year that like are contenders for Game of the Year. 100, like, dude. Expedition.
Yeah, Mind's Eye definitely probably up there in the top 3 for
Well,
sure.
I don't even
for
want to
sure.
talk about that one, dude. That one. Yeah, hot dog water. Hot dog water. Anyways.
I wanted it to succeed, but it was like
Hot
Saints
dog water.
Row in beta
Oh, yeah,
on
it
the
was
PS3.
absolute garbage. Dude, Sony's offering refunds.
I mean,
Tough.
shout out Sony. It's not
Dude,
the first or last time, that's for
that
sure.
studio was like, dude, GTA killer. You saw what they did to Ko Carnage, the
No.
streamer?
No. Oh, yeah. They
Dude,
boots it up. And
He
they
was
said,
doing.
psych!
He literally booted the game. It was opening.
Loading. Yeah, it was loading.
It
And they
was-
closed it and he goes, oh, and he opened up, what was that? Dune?
Oh, Dune, yeah. As he's opening the game, they pulled his sponsorship as he was opening it. Like,
Listen, I
Hot
think
dog water.
somebody, because that whole day there was a ton of sponsorships
Hot
going
dog
on, and I
water.
feel like it was one person probably caused a chain reaction within the company that made the game to be like, oh,
it was everybody.
we gotta abort this one
It was everybody.
right now. Yeah,
Like the first like
and
3
people were
sponsored streams, they
making
were like,
fun of it as
No.
sponsors.
yeah, well, they weren't making fun. Well, they were, but they were doing
They
it
were
very subtly,
laughing
very subtly.
In silence after saying, "Hey, you can buy the game here," and then laughing to themselves. What do you mean? It's not obvious.
They couldn't say negative things, right? They couldn't, but they definitely projected.
Yeah, they'd lose 30 grand, dude. I'd say it's the greatest thing. No.
Yo, that's crazy. Even I was watching Gold Glove, and he was just like, it's straight up. He was playing the game, and then he looks at the camera and he goes, "Don't buy this game." just straight up, don't buy this game.
I forgot about Gold Glove. Holy.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, shout out Gold Glove, man. Shout out Gold Glove. Anyways, video
Those
games.
were OGs. Holy.
Oh yeah, throwing it way back, dude. Like
Jericho,
Dan,
Gold Glove.
Jericho. Yep. Vern.
Now we just got people
The
screaming at the
squad.
camera going, "Chet!"
That's 100%, dude.
That's
I feel like at this point, the only streamers I'd watch are like people. This sounds really dumb. Streaming Counter-Strike.
Oh, I'll watch Soda.
I still really like watching people play Counter-Strike. Like, I still thoroughly enjoy watching Counter-Strike. And I like watching tournaments is also really cool. And Queso
I'll
is
watch.
funny. Not Queso. Yeah.
I'll
Queso.
watch every once in a while certain people, but it's very rare. But I'll
Yeah.
always go back to Soda.
Yeah.
Soda poppin'.
It's wild. Yeah, he's the OG of OGs. I swear.
That's
He is
why.
the
That's why
OG of
he
OGs.
is the most OG streamer. You go to Soda, you know exactly what
Dude.
you're getting
How many
every
people,
single time.
Well, oh yeah, but how many people like new to Soda? How many people you think like don't know his past streaming? Right, this dude
Most people probably don't.
mid-stream in the middle of the night would be like, "All right, chat, I'm gonna go wake my parents up." He'd take the camera
Pots
with
and
him
pans.
and grab pots and pans and just wake his
Dude, I miss old Soda
OG
streams.
Soda, dude.
Calling
Dude,
Blizzard
Chance.
support.
Yeah.
Meme. Those were good times.
How
Those
has
were
he
the
not-
best times on
How has he
Twitch.
not been banned from anything to do with Blizzard? Like how?
Because it's
How?
Soda.
I mean, yeah, that's
He literally is one of the reasons I think WoW has a certain player base.
now
Even
oh, yeah.
now.
Oh, yeah.
Even now. But
Yeah.
even back then, I think he was like breeding
Well,
the
like
PogChamp
him,
community before it was ever even considered that.
Lyric was doing it too. Even Summit way back in the day played a lot of WoW.
Yeah.
That's wild, dude. Rest in peace, stream.
Yeah. You don't have those streamers anymore. It just completely. Once IRL came around, once Ice Poseidon did IRL that one summer,
It was over.
it was over.
Dude, I haven't watched a stream in like a hot minute. Like it's been a while. It's been months, if not over a year. It's been a while.
Yeah. Well, it's the way it goes.
I guess.
That's the way it is.
Dude, just getting older, dude. Getting older. And that's a perfect segue to me saying I just turned 29, dude. The clock is ticking to the
29 sounds like you're at the top of the mountain.
Right?
The 9 is a sharp.
Dude.
It's a sharp. The 9
100%
sounds awful like knife. And I
knife.
just think this is the point of the knife, and now from here it's just
downhill. 100%.
It's like SSX final
dude.
route down the mountain. SSX3, dude.
No, yeah. Turned 29 at last Monday. And
Old fart.
I'm old fart, dude. I haven't hit 30 yet. But so Tuesday went to go see Andrea Bocelli, right? And I'm gonna just briefly say it was unreal. But on our way there, we ended up getting stuck in traffic because an accident happened on it's the GNO Bridge, the Greater New Orleans Bridge. There was an accident. And so we were stuck in traffic. We're chilling, right? And it was raining. Because it just constantly rains here. It rained here today. Summer, rain. And a lot of lightning. All right. And I'm sitting there.
Yeah.
We're talking. And then, like, I've never had this happen before, dude. I'm sitting there, chilling. And then, when you blink, right? When you blink, you know there's, like, it turns dark for a second. Your vision turns dark for a second when you blink, right? You just know.
I mean,
Yeah. Dog. I went to blink at some point, and lightning struck at the exact same moment of, like, enough that my eye was open and just hitting the close point. It was just white. My vision turned completely white. Dog.
Did you get flashbanged?
I thought I was it. Like, for a split second in my brain, I was like, I just died. I had an aneurysm. Done. Dude. I blinked. I'm telling you. I've never had this
Dogs
happen.
Be like...
It was like all of my vision turned white. Like, it was the...
Have you seen somebody about this since?
No. I could be dead right now.
Did your car get struck by a lightning bolt?
No. It was the, like...
Have you ever accidentally turned your phone flashlight on?
Dude, like...
Because I've experienced something very similar
100%?
in the middle of the night.
Dude.
Have you ever dropped your
Modern
phone
Warfare
on your face?
Yeah, dude.
I'm dead. Dude, that's a funny meme.
That's what happened. Like, I've never experienced that. When I went to blink and was expecting darkness, it was just seeing Jesus, dude. Dude, it was crazy.
Big Bang would be like,
that's us. Dude, it was
how'd the universe start? Some dude just blinking. And lightning struck.
That was it, dude.
And he was like, oh. And then Earth was made.
That was it. And it just appeared. Yeah, so that happened. We got to the show. The dude, for that dude being like 66, unreal.
I mean, yeah.
Still sings like an angel. Mid performance, right? They had like some other people come in and sing. There was one lady who sang like straight up like old opera, and it was really crazy because she was like unbelievably young, tiny little girl, and she was just belting.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
They had dancers like come out and do like, they had like choreographed things to like them singing. And then they had this lady come out with a cello, dude. And she's sitting there playing like really classical music. And then out of nowhere, starts playing the theme song to Game of Thrones. And dude, when I
Heck
tell
yeah.
you, the entire crowd in there just started cheering. It was, dude, she's just sitting here on this cello, dude, just ripping the cello. Her fingers are just, dude, it was crazy. It was sick. 100%. But then she's like playing a solo on the cello, and I was like, this is sick, dude. She killed it. The performance it started at 8 and it was supposed to end at 10:30. We made it to the end. He played through all of his stuff. Well, there was like a point in the show where a guy locally, an artist here locally painted a picture while
Oh yeah.
Andrea was performing. And this dude had this, he's painting, and we're trying to figure out, what the heck is this dude painting? It was upside down.
I know, yeah. They do that.
Dude, this dude's painting it upside down, and then when he finishes, flipped it upright, and it was just Andrea Bocelli on a horse, on a Pegasus. Dude. Unreal, first of all. That was bananas.
And then a week later, he performed at the Trump parade.
No.
And he put Trump on a golden tank.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably. Probably. No, so that happened, and then he played through all of his songs. It was great. It was really good. At some point he was like, he actually talked to the crowd, which was kind of wild. I wasn't expecting that. He even said like the conductor had the band playing like really quietly behind him for a second, and then like Andrea straight up like looked at him. He's like, no, stop the music, like stop. Like he outright told the dude this, and he got very serious for a second. He's like, I don't talk often. He's like, so if I'm talking, I don't want any music behind me. I was like, this dude's like, he's standing on business right now. And he like thanked the crowd. He was like talking about that how blessed he is to be able to do this, and all of it was in English, you know. And it felt very heartfelt. It was like, obviously
he's probably not going to do it much longer.
I don't think he is.
Man, all artists end their careers in New Orleans. Gambino, Andrea Bocelli.
Dude. No, he's doing a thing next week. I say next week, in like 5 days in Napa Valley for the 30th anniversary of like his first album. So,
and he's gonna get there, and when he's done, he's gonna say, "I'm gonna take a nap."
I don't think that's how it's gonna go, but like I said, it was very, like, for him to kind of snap at the conductor like that, and then like to be so sincere about it. I was like, there's something odd about it.
Or he just takes it seriously.
Or he does. And so he wrapped up, right? Done. They take a bow. He's getting help getting walked off stage, and then he makes it to the edge of the stage. And the crowd's just cheering, you know, yada yada, and then he like turns around and he waves. And then somebody walks up. The first lady that performed by herself, she walks up, and Andrea walks back to the stage. And they performed again, and it was just like, dude, I cried.
Contest.
Yep, dude. I cried. 100%. It was sick. And it was so
eating
good.
bread with basil and olive oil.
Tomato.
Oh, yummy, so good.
Oh, it was
the Wiggles.
It was so good. They wrap up that song, right? They wrap up, and then now the conductor's helping him off the stage. Crowd's going nuts. He walks back to the stage, performs again. Dude, I don't even know what the second song he performed was.
A banger, probably.
No, Kristen recognized it. I can't remember what the name of it was. But it was obviously phenomenal. And he didn't play Besame Mucho, which
Oh.
I really wanted this. I really wanted to hear that, but hey, happens. But so he finished that song, and then like finally he's actually walking off the stage. Everybody took a bow, like all of that's happening, and he says something, or like the conductor says something to him because they have like the video on them.
Right.
And he's saying something to him, and he's like sitting there like almost debating, dude, almost debating to go play a third song, and the crowd's just going nuts. And then finally he shakes his head and he just waves and bows again, and then they took off. And it was, I mean,
These stupid Americans never know when to stop.
No. Right. It was crazy, dude. It was there was like this older lady. We were already sitting, we were ready, and this older lady was walking up the stairs to get to her seat, and she got like 6 stairs deep, and then she like took a pause, and everybody was like, "Hold up, what's going on here?" And then a guy offered to help her like up the stairs, and she was like, "Listen, I just had my hip replaced, but there was no way I was missing this." I was like, "Yo, you crazy, dude," because like she walked up some stairs, dog. It was crazy. Yeah,
I'd miss it,
dude.
I'd miss it, because you know what? I'd miss walking more.
I mean, we were pretty high up, dude. I mean, you take that tumble. I don't know if you coming out of that one. I don't know if you make
Or
it
your
out,
hip
dude.
just, you know,
Gives up.
goes out.
You know.
Oh,
Like,
oh.
it was great. It was a magical experience. I'm so glad that I got to experience that. It was really cool. And then like thinking about that was only Tuesday. This is like the first week in a really long time that like, dude, this week felt like a month. Like, I'm not
The
saying
past
just
2
because
weeks
like,
have felt like a month for me.
yeah, you've been busy. That's the thing. You've been you've had so much going on, and like we don't really go out and do anything ever.
Same.
But so we did that. And we went antiquing. And I'm trying to think of like what I don't know. A bunch of stuff happened this week, and I think I've noticed that definitely the more you're busy, I think time feels like it slows down to a degree, if that makes any sense. Because like I said, this past week felt like a month. Dude.
I'll tell you what, the only time goes slow is when I want it to go fast.
He's like, get me out of here.
And
Dude,
Monday to Friday, guess
constantly.
what? 3 weeks.
Dude.
3 weeks. Minimum. And guess what? The dumber people are around me on a daily basis, the longer those days are. And I'll tell you, the heat makes people dumb, right?
I'm saying more so like...
And Michigan's like 43 in the country for education.
Oh, they're killing it, dude. They ain't 50 though. Sick. But more so like I'm saying staying productive with like things that you enjoy. Like obviously me sitting down playing a game, you know, an hour is going to feel like 5 minutes. Like literally, okay? But then like staying busy doing other things that I enjoy makes time go a lot slower. So I've noticed, I guess, is the best way I can put it.
Tell you what. It's just slow.
Dude.
until I find something that, I could be busy with something I enjoy, and time still just goes light speed. Light speed. Doesn't matter what it is. But the second I don't want to be involved, dude, the universe goes.
Straight up. Pause.
Oh, did you hear that, everybody? He wants us to pick up the pace. Let's start reversing. Beep, beep, beep. Dude, Brinks truck style. You know how they beep for like literally 30 minutes, and then like the last 5 beeps, you're like, all right, if this thing doesn't stop. That's me at the end of every day. Every day, if this beeping doesn't stop, I'm going to find it.
Dude.
So, nah.
Yeah. I don't know.
It
I don't
doesn't
know.
matter what I'm doing.
I don't know. I mean, work's a different scenario, though, right? Like, work is different because you do not. Nobody wants to, unless it's a job that you thoroughly enjoy doing. Nobody wants to be there. My boss straight up, like, over the past week or two, at one point said, like, he was like, you almost have to treat this job as your hobby, or like as your passion. And I was like, no. How about no, dude? Hey, no, don't wanna, dude.
You know what I
Sorry.
treat as a passion?
Sorry.
You know what I treat as a passion?
Huh?
Making money.
Dude.
Hey, that's my only passion. Hey, you know what my drive is every day? Not to come to work and talk to you, no, but is to leave after 8 hours and know, oh, I got paid for that.
Like,
yeah,
I just
dude.
want to be able to survive.
Hey, you think I want to talk about the weather
Dude,
with you?
no.
Hold on, man. Hey, I don't care what you're doing later today. Is it work related?
Yeah.
Oh, great. It's not. Thanks
Dude.
for sharing. I never asked. And, dude, you know what?
Dude.
I would never ask. I would never ask. Because guess what? I don't care. I don't care about what you got to say.
I don't care.
I'm an employee. I'm a coworker, not a friend.
Dude.
I don't want friends at work. I don't care. You know what? I'd rather have enemies at work than friends. All day long. All day long.
I said that about a coworker one time. I was like, I straight up was telling them, I was like, I don't do friends. Like, I was like, that is not my thing. I don't do friends. And I was like, I'm gonna call him Bob. I was like, Bob seems like a really cool individual. Would I hang out with them outside of work? Absolutely not. I said that in front of them.
You're gosh darn right.
In front of them. I was like, I'm not doing that. I don't do that. It's not happening. I'm sorry.
Like, my whole goal in the day is to do my job, go home. At no point in that entire time frame do I make any thought of space for going up to somebody and going, hey, how's it going? Dude,
yeah,
no.
I mean, there's
my
no way.
8 hours, my 8 hours are 99% avoiding talking to anybody.
Yeah.
Just because why do I want to?
It's nothing against them.
Oh, but it's everything against them.
No.
It's everything against them.
It's not.
Because
they
want to share everything on their mind.
I mean, that's true, too.
Why?
Like, sorry, I don't care.
Most people talk at work, I feel like, to put themselves, like, to delay things. And it's so obvious most of the time that they're, like, trying to do small talk so they don't have to actually go work. Hey, man, you not working inconveniences me. Yeah. You think I also want to talk to you while you're inconveniencing me? And I gotta do my work. I gotta do my work. Leave me alone.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just because I'm here 5 days a week doesn't mean I enjoy it.
Yeah. And like,
I enjoy making money.
Not even. It's not even that I enjoy making money. Like, dude, I could literally go the rest of my life not caring about money. Ever,
oh yeah, I mean,
I physically.
That's the thing, though. We're in this position where you have to. You have to.
I despise money. I despise it.
I mean, I think everybody does. Everybody that's not rich, 100%.
Yeah, people that are rich, they give me more. For what reason? Don't know. Never understood it.
Stay rich. Stay richer. Loser.
Never understood it. But it's dude, like that's baffling to me. When he said that, he was like, "You got to treat it as your hobby." Be like, "Oh." So the things that I actually enjoy in life,
those aren't hobbies. Those are a waste.
I guess. Sorry, dude. Like, what? In what world?
So you're telling me when he leaves work, he goes, man, I wish I was at work right now. Heck, no, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
Heck, exactly.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
He wants to be home.
Yeah.
Hey, my hobby, living life, not working. My hobby is not doing this for 8 hours a day, 5 days a week.
You mean to tell me like my hobby is to sell people truck parts? Yes, yeah, that's it. I love it and I breathe it. Like, dude, I'm so invested in this.
No, when he says some dumb stuff like that, you say, hey, what do you think I'm working here for? To pursue this? And the money is just...
Even when I got the job, I literally told this guy in the interview. He was like, why did you pick this industry? I was like, well, I was working in the automotive industry already.
Right.
I was like, so I was applying to jobs. I was like, I didn't specifically pick this one. Like, I applied to a bunch of jobs because I had just moved.
Right.
And we were talking, and I outright told him, I was like, listen, there's no job that is worth my sanity. I said those words to him in the interview. I said, there is no job that is worth my sanity. None. Zero. I will go make $5 elsewhere. Dude, no job is worth you losing your marbles. I'm being so dead serious.
Nah, lose those marbles.
Do not lose the marbles.
Just make sure it's an OSHA violation when you do it.
Lose those marbles.
Dude, fall on those marbles. Make sure you get comped for it and contact OSHA.
That's it, dude. 100%.
Whose marbles are these?
I swear, dude.
Mine?
That's I swear. Yeah. That's crazy.
Hey, if you like working, drop a like on this episode.
Dude,
Make sure you rate it 5 stars. If you don't like working, comment.
It's just, I guess the phrase working is just like so subjective in the point of like outside of
if you're miserable 8 hours a day, you're working.
Dude. Yeah, I mean, yeah, if you're miserable. No, that's not true. Because like,
but if you're enjoying it, you're pursuing a passion. There's a difference.
I guess that's true. That's true.
You think slaves enjoy working for 8 hours?
No. No.
That's why they had to call it labor.
You're right. But yeah, outside of work, I don't do a whole heck of a lot. I like do music stuff, play games,
ponder the existence of the universe.
Sometimes that. I read a book every once in a while. I do gardening. I do that. Stephen King's new book just came out. Just saying, throwing that out there. But there's a lot of time, legitimately, that like people don't see, like, of stuff that I do for the podcast. I do a fair bit. Yeah, we show up once a week, and we'll record for an hour. I mean, not even so much
making clips.
Yeah. There's
clip chimping.
I swear, dude. Editing clips, like doing everything on the social stuff, and then the thumbnails, that stuff. I spend a lot of time outside of work, that 8-hour workday. I spend a lot of time working on the podcast, and I enjoy doing that. I actually, it's just like something that I find fun. This is fun.
So all we gotta do is start selling car parts.
No.
And
he's like, and then guess what? Work.
Then guess what? You can quit your job because you're doing that year.
Yeah, right. Yeah, dude. No, like, yeah, I guess the way you put it was really good. Is that the things that you enjoy shouldn't be considered work. It's definitely more so pursuing
monotonous slavery to the corporate conglomerate of America that is the government.
I mean, that's work. That is work. But when you said like how did you phrase it, that pursuing your passion or whatever, however you want to phrase it, like not even, it doesn't even have to be your passion, it's just something that you enjoy. right? It's just something that you
Were
enjoy.
you passionate about something?
I mean, like, yeah. Well, I mean, like, love doing music stuff. Like when I found out that the app the other day, dude. Dude, I sat there. I was playing around with that for like an hour, dude.
Yeah, I just had my piano plugged in yesterday. I was jamming away.
Last night? Yeah, Kristen. Oh no, 2 nights ago, was showing me because I can't read sheet music. Guess what? I can play the guitar. I can play the bass.
Dude, didn't you take
I can play the
band?
drums. Hold up. But no, here's the kicker. As a percussionist, you don't have to read sheet music. You just have to know whole notes, quarter notes.
Yeah, but hear
half
me
notes,
out. That whole time you
eighth
were never
notes.
like, maybe everybody
Not at
else can
Not
do
at
it.
once.
Maybe
Not at
I
once.
should
Not at
learn.
once.
Maybe.
Nope. Not. Dude, I took guitar lessons for like 6 years, dog. In the beginning.
Yeah, but your guitar teacher
In the beginning.
literally
Dog. I mean,
only knew how to use like guitar tabs in magazines.
No, he could read. He could. And in the beginning of me learning guitar,
This is an A.
he tried. Dog.
This is
No.
a C. You hear the way that can snapped? That was kind of like a D
Dude.
flat.
D flat. No, in the beginning, I have. Well, Dad's got the books now,
In the beginning.
or he probably in the beginning, dude.
Indie the beginning. Yeah.
But I had a book, and he was trying to teach me how to read sheet music, and my brain,
And Dougie.
my dumb brain, I did not understand. And people like what. I should probably be on medication to help me focus on things, like actually. But I literally could not, like, when it came to reading sheet music, 2 + 2 did not equal 4. That thing was 7.
Oh,
Like,
dude, that was me with math in general.
No sense. Well, yeah, 100%. But reading sheet music made no sense. And then last night, or the night before, I was playing something on the piano, and Kristen was joking because she can read sheet music and I cannot. But I can still play stuff by ear. And so I was like,
The
all
better
right,
way. The more impressive way.
100%.
The cooler way, losers can't do it. Losers can't do it.
No,
If
but
you can't just...
no.
E flat, E flat, E flat, E flat, E flat. If you can't... Get
Ain't
out.
worth it. Yeah, no.
Get out. Dude.
But she showed me, right? We pulled up, it was a song from Silent Hill, all right? And she was breaking things down, and like I still couldn't comprehend what she was saying. But it was when I asked the questions on what I was confused about, and then she explained it, it finally clicked in my brain. And I 100% guarantee you, if I spent 7 days, if I got home from work every day and spent an hour or 2 trying to read sheet music, I would know how to read sheet music within 7 days. Because I already had the fundamentals. The fundamentals were there.
I have concepts to a plan. I haven't played yet.
Concept. Yeah. So, I actually kind of, well, no, at this point, I understand how to read sheet music now.
All you gotta do is put tape over your keys and mark what the key is on the tape.
No, I know all the keys on the piano. That's easy peasy, dude. I can hit a key, tell you what it is. That's no problem. I did not understand
it's just those
what
little
the
notes.
What the lines,
it's just those little duck
and
notes.
the spaces, and the dumb little flat thing. When instead of putting a flat, you literally could just put a different note. Like, dude, that made no sense, dude. Piano, get it together. Dude,
you are not a good music student. If there was some point at this, you're looking at the sheet music and you're going, that's just a pause or something. I don't know. I'm just gonna.
No, a pauses I get. I can do that all day. But I'm saying the how notes.
How many times? Okay, but hear me out. Also, how many times, dude, have you heard your band play like the same song, and not once you ever looked at a sheet for that song and been like, connect the dots. I don't know how to read sheet music, and I don't care to.
Not a once. I mean, I understand it now. I understand it. That's the thing. I told her when we were looking at the music, I said, all somebody had to tell me from the very beginning was on like the 6 lines, right? The 6 lines when reading sheet music. This bottom line is an E. This top line is an F. And you're literally just going to count from E all the way back. So you go E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F. Guess what? I understand it now.
Isn't this the
I
do,
needed
re,
the
mi,
top
fa,
and the
sol,
bottom.
la, ti, do?
Dude, I needed to know the top and the bottom note. On those 6 lines, I can fill out anything underneath.
Well, yeah,
and fill out
because
anything-
on a
everything
piano,
on the
it's
top.
just blocks. It's just blocks. So you have your set here
You got your 12.
and so on.
You got
yeah.
your 12.
I mean,
Hurt my brain.
yeah, man.
Figured that out, dude. I don't even know how we ended up here. I'm gonna be honest.
You know.
But anyways, yo, just go pursue the things that you enjoy. Go do that, and actually enjoy the things that you do.
As long as they're legal.
Definitely as long as they're legal. What? Definitely as long as they're legal.
Some people enjoy weird stuff.
Hey,
Dahmer? Dahmer?
yeah, you're right.
He's like, this Volkswagen's made for more than just driving.
That's yeah, you're right. But I guess that's what I was trying to get at more so is that like stay busy. Stay busy. Do things. 100%. When people say do stuff outside of your comfort zone, actually do it. Legitimately, like do it. Just do it.
Do things.
Do things. Stay busy. If you don't like something, now you know that you don't like something. Instead of like, oh, I might not like that. Do it. If you don't like it, pass. On to the next. Bye.
Yeah.
If
If you like trying, try everything once. Or
like
at least close to once.
Or close to once. Dude. And I was talking to a coworker, and like I asked him like what he did outside of work, and he straight up was like nothing. I was like, what?
Drink.
What? Like what?
No, that means he's got something that he doesn't want to share. That's all that means. That's all that means.
It's very possible.
No, 100%. 1,000,000,000%. 100%. Because I've said that. I don't do anything outside of work.
What a loser.
Nothing interesting to most people, but also that's my way to go. I don't
want to talk to you.
I don't want to talk any longer than I have to. So guess what I do out of work? Nothing.
I was trying to figure this guy out, dude. I'm trying to figure him out.
He doesn't like it. He doesn't like it. If anyone ever came up to me and said, I'm going to figure you out, dude, I'm quitting that job. I'm quitting that job. Because guess what?
Valid argument.
You know who I am? Always one step ahead.
There you go. Bye.
Figure that out. By the time you have,
Yeah.
I'm gone.
No, I don't know.
I've said that so many times, though. Nothing? Oh, dude. Nothing that matters to you.
Dang.
There's just more to that sentence that you just left out, dude.
Yeah, true. I don't know. It blows my mind.
I hate talking to people. I don't even know how I'm here doing this most days because I'm. If Lindsay's not here, dead silent.
Dead
I'm
silence.
not talk. I would not talk. There have been times.
Why would you talk?
There have been times where I have.
Why would you talk?
No.
Why would you
don't
talk?
say something out loud to yourself ever?
No, that's weird. Why would I do that?
No, it's not.
Yeah, 100%.
No, you do that.
I swear. I swear.
You do that.
I swear.
You do that.
I swear. Why?
There have been days where I just straight up don't talk for what seems like so long that when I go to talk, it's like
whoa, buddy.
Frodo taking the last sips of water on top of Mount Doom. Like, dude, somebody please. Then taking a shower with it.
Yeah.
There's a few drops left. Oh, yeah, there is. Oh, there was.
Yeah. No, I 100%. If I'm alone, there's zero reason for me to be vocal at all. Dude, I could stub my toe.
I'll make a noise.
The pain is going to be internalized. 100%.
Nah.
100%.
Nah.
100%.
Yeah, even Kristen doesn't buy it.
I swear.
She's looking at you like,
just...
I've heard you talk to yourself in the other room. I've heard it. I know for a fact. If you can walk around singing little tunes, dude, shut up.
That's true.
You totally would.
I was like, I would break out in song. I'd do that for sure.
Yep.
I would.
Just in the kitchen.
That's true. I would do that. I would. If I was doing something, I 100% would do that. Or I would like talk to the animals, but then, like, I know there's times back when I was living at the house you were living in, and there were times people would be gone, right? People would be gone to work,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'm just there. Dead silence. Dog,
You
I'm
say
sitting on the
something
couch. I'm sitting on the couch.
You say something
Dead
once,
silence.
2 days in, just to know that you can still talk.
That's it. Dude, dead silence. I would just be...
You go, whoa. Oh, yeah? Okay, fine.
No,
3 days more.
I have literally done that.
I know. I am too. That's why.
I'm pretty sure I remember, like, me opening the pantry one time, and I was just like,
Huh.
like, shocked. It's like, we're good. Dude. Like,
That's 100%. That's the human mind going,
you're losing
alone.
Yeah, dude, you're losing
That's
You're
the
losing
first
it.
scene of Squidward in the white box. Alone.
Yeah,
Alone.
Yeah. Yeah, I
It's
just...
fine.
I don't know. Anyways.
People.
Wrapping
People.
up.
What's your
Yeah.
song rack?
Well, going into my song rack, Jacob and I talked about a song that came out this past week, which is, it's not, I mean, it's going on the list. It's going on the list, but it's not my actual song
Going
rack.
on the list.
It's going on the list. Quadeca dropped a song. Jacob sent me this song. Dude, this album's gonna be insane. Like actually. In the sense of, this dude changed his SoundCloud to Coldplay, dude. I'm telling ya. Like,
he broke the curse.
this
He
song,
broke the YouTube music maker curse.
it's 8 minutes long. And it's like him with a piano and like an orchestra behind him. And it was phenomenal. So, had to bring up Quadeca. Dang, dog, I don't even know what the name of the song is.
Foregone,
that's what it was. So go check that out. Go check out Foregone by Quadeca. But the full blown song rec for this week is probably, I'm being honest with you, I feel like most people definitely don't even know who this is. Like, at all. There's not an inkling of like knowing who this is.
I don't know if I'd say that.
You do. And then people who are part of this community definitely do. So hey, maybe. My song rec for this week is What Happened by Dope D.O.D. Dope D.O.D.
What happened?
Dude.
Dope D.O.D. became the realest.
It's like grime and dubstep got together, and it's just
It's like
crazy.
No, it's like exactly what you think of New York in 1992. That's the exact image.
Yeah, pretty much.
Or like Russia
much.
1991.
That's what?
But like
Kinda.
without snow.
Yeah, kinda.
So everything's dead and gray.
Dope D.O.D. No, their music is like, they consider it, I think they consider it horrorcore. I do believe at some point.
It's basically what you would pick up off of the concrete if you used a broom. That's
100%.
what if they could classify it as
100%.
something, it's broom or it's street dirt.
Street dirt. That's the genre, street dirt.
It's pretty accurate. It's pretty accurate.
Yeah, but this song's sick though, dude. You want to hype up, dude? Dude.
Yeah.
This song's sick.
What happened?
What happened, dude? Dope D.O.D. became the illest. Dude, what happened?
To his eye.
Dude.
What happened to his eye?
Phony MCs is getting finished, dude. Anyways. That's my song rec for the week. What Happened by Dope D.O.D. Check it out over on the playlist. Same name as the podcast, on both Spotify and over on YouTube. And then also, like I said, I'm going to be putting Quadeca's song on there as well, because it is a really good song. It is a very good song. It's very peaceful. Very good. Talked about a lot of stuff today. Good Lord.
Yeah.
Good Lord. Finally picked back up with doing the clip stuff. So if you guys want to check that out, go check out the socials at the number 2 DOF separation. Everywhere on the internet. Everywhere. Just
Across
everywhere.
the board.
Across the board. You know what I'm saying?
Everywhere.
Everywhere. Yeah, so you can check us out over on the socials. Hopefully be doing some more stuff over there. And if you enjoy the podcast, listen to us ramble about music, video games, movies, life, dude, life stuff, you know. Give us a follow.
Heck yeah.
Like the podcast, whatever you do on Apple. I don't know what it's actually called on Apple, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. And also, if you enjoy it, dude, give us a rating. What are you doing? Give us a rating. Into the people.
You say Apple, I say shout out Liquid Glass.
Pass. But straight up pass. And to the people watching / listening on YouTube, Jacob.
You know, every once in a while you come across a good YouTube video and you just like it.
Thumbs up.
And then you're like, man, I should check out another one. And you like that one too, and then you go, I should subscribe because I'm here.
I'm in it. I'm in it.
You're in it. You're in it. And then you go, I want to know when I can watch more. And then you click the bell. And then you go, I should let them know I'm waiting. So you comment, I'm waiting outside.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
And then you just close out. And
repeat the cycle.
finish your 8-hour shift.
Oh.
Meanwhile, your coworker's coming up to you to talk about the new season of The Last of Us.
Oh, dude.
And you played the game, and he hasn't played the game, and you're just like, dude, I know what happens. And he's just telling you all about how the next season's going to go. And you're like, oh, well, you're going to hate to see how the rest of the game goes.
Bye.
And then he plays the game, and he goes, oh, this is so much better than the show. And then, you also go, yeah, man, just wait until you get to the end. It's a doozy. And he's like, yeah. And a couple weeks later, he's like, I'm at the end. And you go, oh, yeah? He's like, yeah. But I'm not there yet. I still got to play it this weekend. And you go, you're going to, I don't know. And then you keep working. And then you go home. And you hope that conversation just doesn't continue the next week.
But it's gonna.
But it probably will.
Yeah. But it's gonna. It's gonna.
And you know what? That's okay.
Dude. Yes, indeed. Dude, I've been carrying this thing, dude.
Yeah?
Yeah, dude, I love this thing.
I carry this thing.
Why?
You light incense with it?
No,
obviously had to get the trees.
Stuff. Yeah, dude. 100%.
Obviously.
Anyways, go check out
what are we doing here?
Go check out
like my mug?
I do. The mug is actually tight. The mug's tight. Too.
It's not going to focus.
Tight. It focused right when you had it on your face. Like on your face. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. But go check out the playlist. If you want
let's get out of here.
If you want to enjoy some peak, it's kind of mid content throughout the rest of the week. You can check us out over on the socials at the number 2 DOF separation. That's all I got for this week. That's all I got this week. Go tell your
father happy Father's Day if you hadn't.
Yeah, if you didn't do that. Late to the game, but do it. Do it. Better late than never, literally. Yeah, go do that. That's pretty much all I got. Spay and neuter your animals, then. Stick with it, you know?
Dude, yeah, spay and neuter them animals. Why is his name Bob Barker?
Brother, what?
Why is his name Bob Barker? And why did he want you to spay and neuter the animals?
Don't know.
He's a barker like dogs? Art, 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 art.
No. That's it. We're good.
That's it. No, we're not gonna end on that.
Good morning.
We're not gonna end on that.
Good afternoon. Good evening.
Good evening.